Well, hi, this is Jerry with I Love RV Life. Today, look behind me. We're at Indian Springs State Park and Campground. And where else? Indian Springs, Georgia. Wait till you see this campground. Beautiful campground, beautiful springs behind me. And we've actually got a sulfur spring here. I can't wait to show you that. We may even taste some of that water. Woo. Well, hi, this is Jerry. We're at Indian Springs State Park and Campground, and again, in Indian Springs, Georgia. This is a beautiful campground. It's a little bit off the beaten path. It's not far from Atlanta, about an hour-ish or so, off 75. And if you're coming from the south, I think it's exit 188. If you're coming from the north, it's 199. You'll actually go through High Falls, another video that I've showed you here recently. What we've decided to do with COVID and so forth, Joan and I have kind of had our travel, long distance travel, knocked down a bit. So we thought we would show some of the state parks that are close to us that we've enjoyed over the years. And let me tell you, there are some beauties, and Indian Springs State Park is definitely one of those. There's tons of history here that I think, you know, if you come here and stay for about a week or so, kind of explore the area, you'll find some neat things about the past. But Joan and I used to come up here in our little red van back in the 70s, back in that day. And it's just a place that we just absolutely love. It's just so many memories here. We'll call pre-kid that we did when we were basically kids running around. There's some really interesting things. I'm going to take you on a couple spots here. I'm going to show you the beautiful Indian Springs, and I'll show you those in just a minute. I'll take you over to the sulfur spring. They have a sulfur spring here that just bubbles up out of the ground. You have to kind of get in line. People come up here and get jugs of water, and I'll probably taste some of that stuff. It's kind of funky. And then we'll take you down to the campground. So come on, let's go. I'll show you some neat stuff here. We're going to walk up here to the spring house. This is kind of an interesting place. Indian Springs, back during when the Cherokee Indians were here, this was a place of healing. And it really was. The reason being is there is a natural spring here of a rich sulfur water. And certain times of the year when it's really percolating, you can smell it. It smells like rotten eggs. And it's not unusual to see people just lined up here with gallon jugs to drink the water. But there's also some other interesting history here that I'll share with you about the springs that kind of goes back. But hopefully they don't have it closed down for COVID and we can drink some. This was all Muskogee Creek Nation land. And of course, you know, the Trail of Tears and those types of things. This tribe was actually moved to Oklahoma. It's a big Cherokee location there now. And then over time, this area became known again for its healing properties. And I mean, look at this facility. It goes back a long time. There's some folks down there. Let's see. Ooh, I can smell it. And they were saying that, you know, when the first settlers came here, they were frightened and they left because they actually thought that this was a powder works because of the sulfur smell. And if you could smell it right now, it is just as rich can be. These folks are getting some down here now. And we're going to give it a shot here in just a minute. So, yummy, yummy. All right, so we're going to taste it. Folks have been kind enough to let me jump in line here. Oh, it smells like rotten eggs. Here we go. Let's see what it tastes like. Tastes like rotten eggs. And it actually tastes like eggs, doesn't it? Next. Ooh, it's good. All right. Y'all take care. Thanks, guys. Wow, that is strong, strong, strong. Oh, wow, that is sulfur. Tastes like boiled eggs. Well, come get your healing waters when you come to Indian Springs. It's a beautiful place. Now, aside from the springs here, I mean, this is a beautiful campground. I can't wait to take you over there and let you see that as well. Now, Joan and I grew up not too far from here. And we would come up here all the time back when we were married so young and had no money to spend. This was a great weekend escape. And everybody would go down here and hang out at the creeks. Let me show you this place, it's pretty. Coming over from the Sulfur Spring, and then there's just a general parking area, and then this kind of like a open entertainment facility. Then here's the spring. Now, there's a beware of slippery rocks, and that's something you should beware of. But I don't know if they prevent you from walking out on them. They're beautiful. You can't swim down here in the little pool. So I shouldn't tell stuff like this, where I'm getting ready to take you back when Joan and I were, gosh, babies married. We'd get our cooler and 2 lawn chairs and come out here on a Saturday, and I'll show you where we put it. We would go we would go right out here on the rocks, right here in the middle somewhere, and put our lawn chairs. Golly, I can't believe I'm telling you this. We'd put our lawn chairs out here and our cooler and just sit here all day at Indian Springs. I know, but look at this, isn't it pretty? And you can see folks up there sitting and enjoying the pretty rocks. Just gorgeous. I love this part of Middle Georgia. It's a beautiful place. Look at all this, isn't it gorgeous? It's really something. It really, the springs are pretty. Look at all these rock formations here, aren't they gorgeous? Yeah, and you can walk out here. Just be careful. I mean, it can get slippery as goose grease out here. You can see those folks, they made it out here with no trouble. And you can see all the way up to the main bridge up there. That is just some kind of pretty, isn't it? All right. So much more to see here. We hadn't even been to the campground yet. I know you want to see that. Here's one of the nice things about this state park and campground. They've got so many areas that if you just want to just escape, you know, just get away from the camper for a little while, you've got some beautiful areas. Again, over here, right behind me is where the spring house is, and you can get yourself a water. And then right over here across from that area is this big playground area and open picnic area right down by the creek. A number of years ago, this actually was a campground in here, and they've moved it down toward the end. That's a long time ago, probably 30 years ago, 40 years ago, I don't know. But then you can just enjoy a nice picnic lunch and the creek here, and there's plenty of parking. All right, let's go down to the campground. This is the camping store, or the facility check-in. Look at this whole place, isn't it beautiful? Look at this. It's absolutely gorgeous. This goes way back. Back to the resort era. Well, you saw the front of the building. When you pull in, your RVs will park out here, and you actually go into the back of the building. This building is known as Idlewild. It's on the National Historic Registry. Gosh, it's been here for a long time. Old. This is some of your, what I call just a common entertainment space. They've got a little putt-putt course here. You can get your clubs up at the gift house, which is, you know, located right there. So if you're at the campground, this is a little bike ride or just a quick little walk up here. And then I'll turn around from here at the putt-putt course. You've just got all this great picnic area and common space. This is not camping here. This is just fun, you know, just picnic and let the kids get out with their bikes, and it's just really nice. And then right over here next to the miniature golf, you have, you know, a little playground area here for the kiddos. Let them burn some energy off. Isn't it nice? Yeah. Indian Springs is another really nice campground, and you, from the area that you saw where we were at the springs, it's a little bit of a drive to come down the road to where this facility is at. But I'll share this: it is big rig friendly, no problem. Again, Reserve America. Look at that. But let me show you some of these sites, and there's quite a few around here. There's but you can get the big fifth wheel in. Here's one. This is 30. I wouldn't have any trouble getting the fifth wheel in this one whatsoever. Big deep sites, nice and wooded. I like the way they've staggered these, where you're not going to have any trouble. You know, you're not backed up one next to the other with somebody right at your front door. So you can see how this one's staggered. This is 30. Big friend. Here's another one, 31. This is big rig friendly. And this one you've got a little bit more of a level spot. It's 31. Again, no problem getting the big fifth wheel in here, and you see the big picnic area and the fire pit. I mean, if you think about this, just coming in here and backing in and, you know, throwing the awning out. Look at this. Look at this view. Oh, this is pretty down here. And then look what's over here. You got this big wooded area. Can you see the wild ferns over there? Yeah, it's beautiful. Pretty spot. I could get the fifth wheel in this one, I think, without too much trouble. That one's pretty deep. Again, you've got the nice little wooded area that's over there. And then here's one of the nice things. Again, they've got these nice, very nice bath and shower facilities here. And you can see the folks down there with their pop-up. Just walk right across the way. And then the other thing, they scattered these group shelters all over the place. So if, you know, you wanted to have a family affair, no problem. Coming on down the loop, this is 56, another one. Big rig friendly. And look, if you got the kiddos, you know, they can have their own almost private playground there. That's kind of nice, isn't it? But that's very big rig friendly. These are a little shorter. This is 57. I don't know if I'd want to put my 40-foot in here. I might fit. It'd be tight. 58 is the same, but wow. Wow, is this a nice one? I'd say if I was 30 feet or so, this one would be perfect. I love this. Just the way they've got the picnic table set up here, and then, you know, you have no neighbors. Look, you pretty much have the place to yourself, and this big, giant wooded area that's here. Isn't this nice? I like this. And that would be your closest neighbor. Now, if you're doing something like we do family stuff together sometimes, where Julie and Josh bring their camper out, here's 59 and 60. That'd be perfect for that. You know, we're kind of side by side and can enjoy each other. Nothing wrong with that. There's several loops down through here. Here's 48. I would say this is maybe 30-footer friendly. Nice thing about this, the creek runs down through here, and you actually have a view of the creek from some of these. Directly in front of us is 52. Now, right next to that, there's a humdinger. See that green Nomad, that older green Nomad? Oh my goodness, that's where I want to be. 51. Big rig friendly, backs right up to the creek. Oh my gosh, would you look at that? That's the one. Put Jerry's name on that one. 52, I think we could fit in here without any trouble. And then I want you to see the view that we would have out our back window here. Look at this. Oh man, this is some kind of pretty. Would you look at this spot? Oh my gosh. I love this. This is actually a lake. I kept calling it a creek a minute ago, but it's waterfront with the lake. You can just sit here and enjoy this pretty water view, and Mr. and Miss Squirrel just playing up a storm. Well, for mid-December, Indian Springs State Park Campground really a lot of people here. I'm kind of surprised for this time of the year. But I can see why when you see how pretty this place is. I'm going to show you, this is the low number loop. These are like your 8s, 9s, 10s, that type of thing. This is also by the lake. But when I turn the camera around, you'll see that, you know, really, it's very big rig friendly. And the road access and getting around inside this campground is a breeze. Take your time, but it really is nice. There's 10, big fifth wheel. 9, that would do a big fifth wheel. And then, yeah, even this one up here would be no problem getting your fifth wheel here. And number 7, my 40 footer. And of course, the camp post here. And then you'll notice you've got these nice bath facilities. And again, and all these bath facilities, they all have at least one washer dryer. On this low numbered loop here, I will show you these two. Boy, these are nice. This is 14 on your right, 15 on your left. Boy, this is nice. It's really nice. And I think I could fit my fifth wheel in either one of these without any problem. I'm looking at probably, I don't know, it might be 30 feet plus the truck. I think we could fit that. But I'll show you why these are so pretty. This is 15 here. Look at your back view here. Oh my gosh, your picnic area here. All to yourself. And then this beautiful, beautiful view of the lake. Isn't that nice? It sure is. More squirrels, honest to goodness. Look at that. I hear the geese out in the background. Wow. What a beautiful place. Beautiful place. Well, as with all of our campground videos, there's a couple things that I'll do. One, I'll give you a Google map so you can find this place. We're about an hour-ish south of Atlanta, probably 20-25 minutes up from Macon, and just about 10 minutes or so from Forsyth. So there you have your Walmarts, your shopping, even a hospital if you need something like that for medical care. It's really a great campground. Paved roads, easy to navigate. You know, it's easy to move that big fifth wheel. You know, with our truck and fifth wheel, we're 56 feet long, no problem. And then there's some pull-throughs in here, and there are plenty of back ends that would fit our fifth wheel and our truck without any difficulty whatsoever. So go out to the blog. You know, you'll have your Google map. I'll also give you a link for the campground map so you can see what the loops are like. And then just go out to Reserve America, and you can, you know, click on that link for the campground, and you can actually see how long certain campground sites are, so you can make sure you can fit. I think that's important. Look, I love doing this. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Look, you know how I do it. Yeah, I know. I love RV life.